What is going on, guys? Brad here for Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Georgetown versus Maryland college basketball game going down on Friday, November 7th, 2025. Before I get into the free play, if you guys want to take the guesswork out of it, if you want to save your time and are just looking for my best bets, you can always find those over at Pickdawgz Premium, or just click the link in the description in this video. It'll say Brad's best picks. You can find my plays there as well. These are the picks that I'm putting the most time into. These are the picks that I ultimately have the most money on. So would love for you guys to hop on with me on this Friday. Let's cash in together. We also do have the inner circle. Now, this isn't for everyone. This is for people who make larger bets, but more of a one-on-one concierge service. You need to bet at least $1,000 plus a game to be accepted into this program. But we've had a lot of high rollers join, have had a lot of success. So this sounds like something more up your alley. Text the number on the screen, and we'll get back to you. But let's get into this one, guys. I'm actually pretty pumped for this game. You know, as we're starting to get into the fourth, fifth day of college basketball, we're starting to see some meaningful matchups. We got some Big East, Big Ten action here. Georgetown headed into the DMV to play Maryland. You know, both these teams looking a bit different last season. You know, we all know Maryland was a great team last year. They had the Crab Five. Well, it's not the same team. This is a different team. You know, they bring in guys like Pharrell Payne from Texas A&M, Elijah Saunders from Virginia. I think Maryland's going to be good this year. I think they're going to be good, but I don't think they touched the heights that they did last season. I think that team last season was special, and I do think we see Maryland take a step down this year. You know, they definitely lack some size in the front court. Yeah, I don't know. I want to see a bit more from this Maryland team before I really put a stamp on them, but from what I'm looking at with this roster, I don't think they're going to be the same squad as last year. We saw them play a game on November 3rd against Coppin State. They're 29.5 point favorites. If you guys know, Coppin State's a pretty bad basketball program. They won by 22. You know, they weren't really close to getting the cover. Coppin State kind of hung in there. Still a 20-point win. You can't be mad at it. And then Georgetown played Morgan State. They were 27.5 point favorites in that one. Won that one 87-70, so they didn't get the cover either there, and they won by 17. So both teams won their games, didn't get the cover. I'm interested to see how this Ed Cooley team looks this season. You know, they also lost some players. I feel like this Georgetown team, historically a good program, has kind of been in a bit of a rebuild over the last several years. We did see them make it to the tournament last year. They lost by 23 points to Colorado in the first round, so it wasn't pretty. We did see this Georgetown team, you know, win an expedition game against Kentucky, when that went 84-70. I don't know how much you want to put in an expedition game. KJ Lewis is a player to watch. Malik Mack. These are just some guys that are highly touted for this Georgetown team, but similar to Maryland, it's really hard to put a stamp on this team yet. I think they will be strong on the defensive side of the ball. I feel like this is a Georgetown team that is going to play hard-nosed basketball. You're going to see a lot of lower-scoring games. They're going to win games from their defense. They're not really a sharp-shooting, three-point shooting team that's really going to run up the score. And, you know, with the way Maryland looked in their first game, with how they lack size in the front court, I think Georgetown's style of play, kind of a more of a gritty defensive style of play, I think could keep this thing a bit close. So, guys, I'm not going to bet the house on it, but if I had to bet this game, I think Georgetown plus all these points is the way I would go. I think this one's going to be a little bit more ugly than what people think. What's the total on this game? I'm curious. Total's 147.5. I kind of lean an under too. So I'm going to be on Georgetown plus the points, and I like the under as well. That's going to do it. I appreciate you guys watching this, man. Drop a like. Drop in the comments who you're taking in this game. I'm curious to see who you guys have. Check out my premium picks. Like I said in the beginning of the video, those are my best plays every day. That includes my $25 pick of the day as well. Most importantly, subscribe to Pickdawgz on YouTube, because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. And we catch you on the next one.